Welcome back, everyone. David Rountree is our special guest. www.demonstreetusa.com. And over the commercial break, David Rountree and I discovered who the real demon is in the world, and that's Microsoft. Hey, first of all, David, it's been great having you on the show. Continued success. Please give my very best to Robbie. We'll get him on in the near future to get his input on this fascinating story. How many other cases have you and Spirit Lab gone out and investigated?
Well, Spirit Lab isn't so much of a case organization. We're a research organization. So we literally go into these places, not even in people's homes so much, mostly in abandoned buildings and things of that nature with reported activity. And we do experiments, and we also take scientific measurements of the environment. And we note environmental changes that occur when these things start to happen. So it's a little different approach than the ghost hunter mentality that you see on TV nowadays. Fortunately, I'm actually in a show that's going to premiere October 19th on Destination America, and it's called Ghost Stalkers with John Tenney and Chad Lindbergh. And my role in the show is I'm the science advisor, and I literally do an experiment in each episode. Wow. So it's going to show a different take on the paranormal.
Yeah, because I find most of these shows are very stupid.
They are, and they are most of the time they're an insult to the watcher's intelligence. And the paranormal community has educated itself significantly in the last 10 years. So talking to blinky lights and things of that nature really doesn't cut it for them anymore.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, really. We're looking for the truth. We're not ghost hunters. We're truth hunters. We want to know exactly what's going on, because if we can hear it, feel it, taste it, touch it, or smell it, or experience it in any way, it has to follow the laws of physics, or we wouldn't. And what the trick is to identifying those laws and how they're in play in order for us to understand this phenomenon.
So tell me, where did your keenness and your education and expertise come in as a science advisor?
Well, I have spent years in the paranormal field doing scientific research. I'm affiliated with the Rhine Research Center. We do a lot of stuff. My education was keyed towards making a decent living as well as trying to understand what was going on here. So my living is I'm an audio engineer, and I actually manage a technology department in a corporation where I design information systems utilizing streaming audio and that sort of stuff. So I have a long background in technology.
But what's your academic background in science?
Physics. I have a master's in physics. I have a master's in electrical engineering. And I would have a PhD in physics, but my advisors and I had a disagreement over the subject matter of my thesis. So I don't have it, but I have the education for it. I just don't have the paper.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
No, I don't, because you know what? The paper doesn't mean anything to me. I don't need it to make a living. The knowledge is what I was after.
But don't you agree that the paper gives you credibility?
Well, one day I think it will. I mean, one day I think I will have the paper because I think that after a certain point, evidence can't be ignored. And that's the point I'm taking.
David, I want to thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure having you with us. Once again, congratulations on Demon Street USA, and please give my very best to Robbie Lund, your co-author.
Okay, thank you very much for having me.
Take care. Bye-bye now. Well, there you go, Exo Nation. David Rountree has been our guest this hour, and I don't know. You are the judge. You, Exo Nation, are the jury. Send me an email. Tell me what you think. Exxon at exxonradiotv.com. Is it important that people are really qualified to make the statements that they make and that they have the proper education, accredited education, when they go out and say, hey, listen, I'm an expert in this, I'm an expert in that? I'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with the news. Don't go away.